keep on winning and they hate that.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Second down at 4. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. Second in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards. And that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, Kaepernick. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And this one quickly to Lamb.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Kaepernick going to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Von Bell. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game, as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They start the drive with Cook. Cook, a 1st down and more. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Kaepernick. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
2nd and 10. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here? Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Devon Kennard. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Nothing our score after 1. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of Here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. He's got Njoku over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start. At the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now Kaepernick. under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. Kaepernick now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive. And
we'll see if they can do just that. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Devon Kennard picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reaction to those guys back in the back 7, phenomenal.
125 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. On 1st down, Kaepernick. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Von Bell. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
From the 39, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. There's the rookie from Auburn, Anthony Schwartz. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield now. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They try to get the big one downfield. became...
Now Mayfield lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Marr able to put this one through, and they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Play fake, Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Mayfield to throw it. Looking for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. John Hightower, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And here's Hofrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. Landry now on the return. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mayfield flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a 1st down. And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Forced out to his left. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. Marr now to add the extra point. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. And the linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. 2nd and 9. Here's Kaepernick. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. He's got a man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Kaepernick. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Kaepernick. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Kaepernick now on 1st down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
On 2nd and inches, Mayfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. Throwing, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Mayfield. That's going to be taken in by Felton. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Mayfield. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are pouring it on. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does him no good to go back and say, well.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now a second down and 6. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Schwartz. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal. Chubb again, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Chubb. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th and goal as they look to finish this one off. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Marr on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. One final try for Kaepernick. We've seen this before. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying,